I have a question for you. What is the name of Doc Brown's dog in Back to the Future? Hi, I'm Mark Ellison from 5 Daily Trivia Questions. 5 questions, 5 answers, and maybe you'll learn something amazing along the way. The number 5. 5 Daily Trivia Questions. Oh, and the answer? Doc Brown's dog's name is Einstein. 5 Daily Trivia Questions.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., which maybe we should just rename to Washington Trump C. This is Ballot.
That's right. We're renaming everything. Hi, I'm Joe Rogan, and welcome to Call Her Daddy. Let's hit this. Some clever folks have started a petition suggesting Denmark should buy California for $1 trillion. The petition already has 200,000 signatures, which honestly might be the most bipartisan support anything's gotten in California lately. Trump's been calling California the most ruined state in the union, which, coming from a guy who wanted to nuke a hurricane, feels a bit rich. The petition organizers think Trump might actually go for it. They're offering $1 trillion, which is coincidentally the exact cost of making the DMV run efficiently. And if Denmark does buy California, they're suggesting making Solvang the capital. You know Solvang, already known as the Danish capital of America. It's that town that looks like Hans Christian Andersen threw up all over it. But here's the best part. They're not actually collecting any money. It's just signatures. So it's basically like starting a GoFundMe to buy the moon, except the moon probably has better infrastructure. And while we're all focused on this, Greenland's ice is melting faster than Trump's spray tan in a sauna, opening up new shipping routes. But hey, at least in Denmark's healthcare system, getting ghosted by your doctor only takes 2 weeks instead of 6 months. That's not even the silliest thing happening with Greenland. Representative Buddy Carter, and yes, that's his real name, he wasn't assembled at Build-A-Bear Workshop, just introduced a bill to rename Greenland to Red, White, and Blueland. Now, this is a real thing that happened in Congress where they're supposed to be doing actual government work. Carter announced this with all the swagger of someone who just discovered that countries can have different names, saying America is back and will soon be bigger than ever, which is exactly what I say when I get back from the all-you-can-eat buffet. But then, Danish MEP Anders Vistisen came in with the political equivalent of, "Sir, this is a Wendy's," saying they need more adults in the room when America makes foreign policy. Coming from a Danish politician, that's the diplomatic version of bless your heart. And speaking of adults in the room, Trump is still obsessing over buying Greenland like it's a beachfront property in Miami. He's even talking about using military force, because apparently that's how real estate deals work now. The Danes are basically saying, we've had Greenland since 1953, it's not a timeshare. But some Republicans went ahead and sponsored the Make Greenland Great Again Act anyway. Because when you're trying to forcibly acquire territory from an ally, what you really need is a catchy slogan. The bill will probably get pigeonholed, which is Congress speak for, we're going to put this in a drawer and pretend it never happened. Though honestly, Red, White, and Blueland sounds less like a territory and more like a patriotic theme park where the roller coasters only go right. There's a lot of geographical rebranding happening right now. Apple Maps just renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, following Google's lead like that friend who copies your homework but changes it just enough to not get caught. They're rolling it out to US users first, probably because breaking the news to Mexico requires a more delicate touch. This all started with Trump's executive order on day one of his presidency, because apparently renaming bodies of water was at the top of his to-do list. The Federal Board on Geographic Names made it official on Monday, and tech companies are falling in line faster than Black Friday shoppers at a TV sale. When asked for comment, Apple responded with the digital equivalent of seen and left unread. Meanwhile, Google posted on X explaining they're just following government orders, which is what everyone says when they have to do something ridiculous at work.
Hair thinning can happen for so many reasons. Whether it's stress or hormones or anything, at Nutrafol we've learned that real change starts below the surface. Our hair growth supplements take a whole body approach and target the key root causes of hair thinning, so you can see visibly thicker, stronger hair in 3 to 6 months.
Hair growth starts from the inside at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com.
Illinois Governor Pritzker decided to get in on the name-changing action with some world-class trolling. He announced he's renaming Lake Michigan to Lake Illinois, which is like putting your name on your roommate's leftovers in the fridge. But wait, he didn't stop there. He's also claiming Green Bay, Wisconsin. Not the football team, the actual Bay. Though I'm sure some Bears fans wouldn't mind if he took the Packers too. The reactions are exactly what you'd expect. Illinois residents are celebrating like their governor just declared pizza a tax-deductible expense, while Michiganders and Wisconsinites are about as thrilled as someone who just found out their parking spot got turned into a bike lane. One person on social media pointed out that Illinois only owns about 10% of the lake, which makes this like trying to rename your apartment building after yourself because you live in one unit. And apparently, Pritzker is not done. He's got plans for the Mississippi River next week. At this rate, by March, he'll probably try to rename Lake Superior to Lake Illinois 2 Electric Boogaloo. Portions of today's program were made with the help of Trump intelligence, artificial intelligence. But only the sane parts, not the crazy things you can't believe. Those were real.
It is the world's most secretive election. When a pope dies, ancient traditions begin. A silver hammer, a destroyed ring, over 100 cardinals locked away from the world, choosing the next leader of 1 billion faithful. White smoke. The path to a new pope, from Calaroga Shark Media, wherever you get your podcasts.